Hello, everyone. It's Suzanne Hart here, and this week's habit is your guiding principles for success. I like to call it my GPS. Just like in a car, your guiding principles for success, your GPS, is your navigational system. It ensures that you get where you're going in the manner that you wish to get there. What do I mean by that? My guiding principles are the values and beliefs that guide me. They guide my decisions, they guide my actions, and most importantly, they guide me when I'm overwhelmed, upset, possibly in those times where I am challenged. So let me give you an example. I remember when I used to supervise my teams, when I would arrive, I would always let them know that these are the principles and values that guide me. What it allowed for is it allowed them to understand the mechanism, if you will, or how I made my decisions. What were the values and beliefs that guided my decisions? It also created consistency in decision making. Remember, I said that these are the values and beliefs that guide me when I'm stressed, anxious, frustrated. So oftentimes when I'm challenged with a decision, when I'm not sure what to do, if I go back to that list, those guiding principles, I will often find that I'm out of alignment in one of them. Often for me, it's open and honest communication. That is one of my principles, open and honest and timely communication. And when I'm feeling out of sort, out of alignment, if I actually go back to my principles, and yes, I have them written in my office, I have them written in my journal, if I go back and look at them, I will notice that the reason I'm feeling out of sort is because I'm out of communication. I'm not respecting one of my values. Right? Another thing that it helps is when I'm challenged in making a decision and the decision is big, or the decision stretches me, or it's a hard decision. Sometimes it's easier to do what's simple or easy, if you will, versus doing the right thing. When I evaluate or look at the decision from the place of my GPS, my guiding principles, that navigational system kicks in and I make the right decision, one that lines up with what I'm committed to versus one that's easy in the moment, or one that actually makes me feel good in the moment. You know, you're frustrated, you're angry, you're hot, and you might want to say and do something to be vengeful, if you will, and it feels good in the moment, but you know it's not in alignment with your values. That's what our GPS is for. I know for myself, for many of the relationships that have worked out, it's because we have the same or very similar GPS, very same guiding principles. And for many of the relationships where I've been challenged, it is often because our GPS is off. We are guided by different values. Now, it doesn't make either person right or wrong. It just means that we're not in alignment, and we often bump heads around values. If you are conflicted internally and you're challenged, what I would suggest you do is check out if one of your values is being challenged, because oftentimes when we have a hard time making a decision, or we even feel like I'm gonna do something but it doesn't feel right inside of me, often if you check your values, your GPS, you'll realize that something about what you're about to do doesn't line up with your overall values. So if you don't have a GPS system, what's navigating you? What's keeping you on track? And if you don't, one of the things I would suggest you do as soon as possible is create them. 8 to 10 values that guide you. All right. So this was our habit for the week. Your GPS, my GPS, right? And I will see you back here next week. Take care.